Renowned physicist Enrico Fermi liked to use the term back of the envelope in quotes. Fermi emphasized ways that complex scientific equations could be approximated within an acceptable order of magnitude using simple calculations. A few weeks ago, I began thinking about what the economic scale of the officiating industry might be and decided to take the back of the envelope route. I contacted more than a dozen individuals in whom I had confidence that they themselves could do back of the envelope calculations for their own respective areas. With those back of the envelopes in hand, I could do a single mega back of the envelope rendering. And yes, you can shoot holes in this and offer additional information. I understand that. I accept that, and I thus took this first back of the envelope effort very humbly, but with all good intentions. Now let me say up front, these calculations do not include youth, rec, and club sports. I just did not have time to get all of them included. But you can anecdotally fill in those blanks. None are insignificant. So here we go. First, high school. Amalgamating all state high school associations, very biggest 6 or so, and then the remaining 45 or so, with game fees, local association budgets, clinics, assigner fees, staffing, and support, that comes to $330 million. Next comes professional. You have 5 major professional sports at about $100 million each for on-field, for officiating department budgets, clinics, training, annual cost of command centers, etc. That comes to about $500 million. Now note, the command center build-outs are not included here. Those generally range from about $15 million to $50 million. Next, let's look at college. And football only. That's $3 million per year times 32 conferences. Now let's do basketball only. Season game fees for men's and women's. That's about $20 million. Add in the NCAA basketball tournaments, clinics, fees, admin support, and D2 and D3, and we come to roughly $6 million. All of that equals about $126 million per year. Now let's look at the sports media. On-air rules officiating talent and programming for the Big Four only comes to roughly $15 million. Let's take a look at gear supplies. Guesstimate of that, roughly 700,000 officials spending roughly $100 per year comes to $70 million. Then we have game assignments. Roughly 10 million games, 25 million assignments. Average $50 per game. That's 1.25 billion with a B. Remove the overlap in these figures, take just the 40% of the gross dollar amount of assignments, and you're at roughly $500 million. The quick total comes out to $1.6 billion. Thus, I believe we are on good ground to say that sports officiating in this country is truly a billion-dollar industry, and that is sobering. This back-of-the-envelope calculation can help give us renewed focus when thinking about our importance to sports and our value to those sports. Often, organizations that utilize the services of sports officials do not like to talk about the financial side of this business. For years, what we have heard is that officials who work assignments primarily for money are suspect. Well, I am here to tell you that love and money do mix. We can love this undertaking while at the same time be entitled to a statement of value based on our contribution to the product line known as organized sports. We are a cottage industry no longer. Officiating has grown up and is now more professionalized. It has matured. With this maturity has come a heightened awareness of just how critical we are to the equation. One counterbalance to the ever-increasing weight of expectations and requirements levied upon us is a firm understanding of what we bring to the table. Thank you.